to today's video. Today I'll be showing you how to make this adorable little bee, which you can optionally turn into a keychain, like so. Prefer them like this. You can even scale them up with a thicker yarn and needle. There's their size difference. So let's get to it. We'll be needing some yellow yarn, some black yarn, and some white yarn, along with a little bit of blue yarn for the eyes. The tools you'll be needing is a crochet hook. I'm using a size 3mm hook, scissors, a darning needle, and a stitch marker, and optional, a keychain. To start off, we will be making 6 single crochet in a magic ring. Now, to make a magic ring, we take our yarn, we go over our 2 fingers, like so, wrap around again, so we have 2 lines. Okay, now we go in, and we pull it through, hold on to it, and make a chain. And that's how you make a magic ring. Optional, you can also chain 2 and single crochet 6 into the first chain. Now to make a single crochet, we go in to the magic loop, we yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both. Now this is our first stitch, so we'll take our stitch marker and place it in. Okay, let's do that again. Go into your magic ring, yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both. One more time, go into your magic circle, yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. See, now we have 3. Now to make 3 more. Okay, there we go. Now we have 6. Now we're going to close our magic ring. So we take out your tail and pull it. And there's the magic. Okay, now for round 2, we will be increasing in every stitch. Now to make an increase. So this is our first stitch. You can keep the stitch marker in. I'm going to take mine out. And we go into our first stitch. Again, to make a single crochet, yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now mark your first stitch. Okay, now into that same stitch, we are going to make another single crochet. See, there we go. That's an increase. Now again, we will be putting 2 single crochets into every stitch until we reach the end, but do not finish your last stitch. Okay, now for the last stitch we are going to color change to black. So we go in, we pull up a loop. Now we don't finish it. Now we take our black yarn. Okay. Now we're going to finish the stitch with the black yarn. So we ignore the yellow. Like so. And pull up loop. There we go. Okay, you should now have 12 single crochets. You can go ahead and count. But let's move on to round 3. For round 3, we will be doing 12 single crochets in black. You don't need to put a stitch marker, but you optionally can. So we now do a round of black, but do not finish your last stitch because we will be color changing to yellow. Okay, now we'll be color changing to yellow. So we take our yellow yarn, our yellow from over there, and we pull through a loop, like so. Okay, now we'll be doing 12 single crochets in yellow for round 4. Okay, again at the end of the round, we will be color changing to black. This will be our last color change of our bee. Okay, now let's do our last round of black. Okay, so at the end of the round, we are color changing again to yellow. Leave it a long bit and cut off the black. There we go. Now we are finished with our black. Okay, now you can just stuff in your ends. And now let's move on to our next round. So the next round, again, just 12 single crochets in yellow. Okay, once you've reached the end of the round, you should still have 12. Now we will be decreasing for our next and last round. Now to do a decrease, let's get closer, we'll take the 2 front loops of the next 2 stitches, like so. We go in the front loop of the stitch, we go into the front loop of the next stitch, and then do a normal single crochet, like so. That is an invisible decrease. Now we can mark our first stitch so we don't lose it. Okay, we should have 6 decreases at the end of this round. So let me show you again. Go into the front loop, go into the front loop, up a loop, and go through. Okay, one more time. Go through a loop, go through a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, and go through. Okay, now this is where I prefer to start stuffing them before the hole gets too small, and then you can't stuff them anymore. So you just stuff. Okay, now we can continue. So we have 3 decreases left. Okay, there we go. You should have 6 stitches all together at the end. Now we're gonna fasten off. So what you do is chain 1, leave a tail so we can close our hole. There we go, and pull through. Perfect. Now take out our stitch marker, get our darning needle, okay, now we're going to close this hole. So you take the front loops of every stitch, front loops, and another 2 front loops, oops, pull tight, and there you go. See now? Okay, now we will just go into a stitch, come out through the bottom, pull. See, now he's flat, and we cut off. Okay, for the wings, we are going to be finding the middle from our underside, as you can see here. So where you color changed, go. That's my middle stitch, as you can see. So the stitch here, we're going to go in from the bottom and come out over there. Take our white yarn, just like so, and pull through. Now we will be chaining 2, 1, 2, and we will be doing a double crochet into the same space. So to double crochet, you yarn over, go into the same stitch, yarn over again, and you have 3 loops. So yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now we will be doing another one of these. Yarn over into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. We have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now we chain 2, 1, 2, and we will be doing a slip stitch into the same stitch. Slip stitch, you just do so. Now we'll cut the little tail, pull through, and there we go, we have one little wing. Okay, for the second wing, there's our middle stitch again. And go to the stitch next to it, and from the underside we go in and go on top. Ooh, careful of your stuffing. Okay, we're going to attach our yarn again, like so. Okay, exactly the same. Chain 2, double crochet, double crochet again, chain 2, and slip stitch into the same stitch, and then fasten off, and then hide your tails. Okay, once your tails have been hidden, we'll now be doing the face. So we will take a little bit of black yarn. Okay, take a little guy. See, this is the front, there where you ended, and this is the back where you started. Okay, so we're just gonna go into a random stitch on the bottom. Now, as you can see, these will be our 2 middle stitches. So we're gonna come up through this little hole over there, like so, and you pull through. You can leave a little tail here so we can tie off and finish it off later. Now, you can make your eyes as big or as small as you want. I just wing it and go in about there. And I come up through the same stitch that we came through on top here, like so. As you can see, there we go. Now we're going to do it again, but this time we're going to come up. See, there's our 2 middle stitches. We're going to come up on this side of that middle stitch, like so. And pull tight. See, we already have an eye forming. Now we'll be doing it again, roughly say here. And we go up again through the same stitch. And we do it again, but instead of going through, now this is optional, but I will be adding them out. So I'll come out about here, maybe, and we'll see. Perhaps not the greatest stitch for it, but there we go. And we have our little eyes, and we go through. See, to make them out, which is optional, just go through a stitch close, and make sure your needle comes through here where you started with this tail. Oop, looks a little sad. And we already have a face. Now we just make a knot and weave in the ends. Okay, now also optional, but I will be adding blue to the outer corners just to make them look a little cuter, as you can see. Okay, take out blue. Go through some random stitch on the bottom and come out just under the eye. Like so. Now we're gonna go around and go into the top stitch like so, and come out through the other top of the eye. See? Now we'll be doing the same, but this time going on the underside and going through where we first came up. And as you can see, our little guy's got his face. Ooh, mine's looking a little sad. Now we weave in our ends, and then we have a bee. Okay guys, and that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. As you can see, here's a little bee. They are perfect for markets, especially if you've added a keychain. So there we go. Bye guys.